How about the one about La Llorona?
Oh yeah, I like that one.
Yeah.
What word?
Well, there's like a, what do you call it, a tale, a Mexican tale.
Did Carmen talk about that?
Carmen did.
Carmen
but see,
did.
The good thing about that is when we do a piece about mom's spooky stories, we could go to Carmen and then break away and go to Warren.
But I'm sure you guys know my mother was a storyteller, and she used to tell a lot of spooky stories. And we didn't think anything. We loved the spooky stories, and the neighborhood kids would come over. It was a summer night. It was a warm summer night. Our front door was a wooden screen door, and half of the top part was screen. And our back door was the same way. When my mom was telling the story of La Llorona, I think it was, and it seemed like the whole neighborhood was there. All different colors, white, black, Mexican, all the kids. Some kids I'd never even seen before had got the word that my mom was going to tell these spooky stories. And she was real good at it. She would get really animated, you know. When it came to the part to the La Llorona crying, she would go, "Oh!" It was creepy. It scared the crap out of the kids. Well, this one time she was very animated with her hands and everything, you know, and she would just pronounce certain words. She'd slow them down if she'd had to, and she'd talk higher if she needed to. And there was this really intense story it must have been La Llorona. And nobody knew her, but my brother Richard snuck out the back door. And then right when she got to the scariest part, he jumped on the screen door and he went, "Ah!" And all the kids fell on the floor. Even if they were already on the floor, they fell down. You know, they just fell off their butts. Everybody screamed and fell, and oh my God, Richard thought that was so, I never saw him laugh more than that in his whole life. That was a fun moment.
She couldn't get into heaven unless she found all the babies that she had drowned. So they said to this day, she's looking for her babies around all the rivers, wherever there's running water. And they said that people had seen her floating by the edge of the water, by the edge of the river, in a white dress and no hair. And then she cried. She cried for her children, way far away. And then she heard a cry more closer to her, closer. And she said, "Oh, that's La Llorona."
Can I have an extra piece of candy for my stupid brother? He couldn't come with us because he's sitting in a pumpkin patch, waiting for the great pumpkin. It's so embarrassing to have to ask for something extra for that blockhead Linus. I got 5 pieces of candy. I got a chocolate bar. I got a quarter. I got a rock.